Hello and thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how to set the background element or any other element of your website to randomly selected colors. I've got a page here, and what this page is doing is it refreshes every 2 seconds, and every 2 seconds it shows a random background color that's randomly selected. Now why would you use this? Don't really know. Maybe you want your background color to change up every time someone visits the page. So let me show you how that's done. Right here I have Notepad++, and this is the document that you just saw in the first part of this video. And what it is it's basically just a very simple HTML document. I've got the refresh tag in here so that would refresh every 2 seconds without me having to click on it. Now that that demo is done, I'll go ahead and remove that refresh tag so that you can see that all we have here is a basic, I'll get into this part up top later, but we just have a basic HTML document. It has the HTML tag, the head tag, and anything you would put in your head portion and in your body portion can be down here. But for the simplification of this video, I've just put Hello World as a part of what I have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and I'll try and hang on to that and save it. And we're just going to do a basic white background, which is FFF, usually 6 Fs, but 3 Fs will do it. So we're going to go ahead and save that, and then I'll explain the code. Let me just FTP this up to the server. Colors PHP. Good. There we go. And when this refreshes, it'll just have the Hello World, and there's no refresh tag in there, so I have to refresh it from here. So let's get back to the code that's involved here. So what you want to do is you want to save your document as a PHP document, because the functions that are necessary in PHP have to be run, and the document has to call as a PHP. And what you have here is you have input equals array. And now you can use a database, you can use whatever. If you're using a database and you know how to use the database, all you really have to do is select from your field order by rand, and then that makes it a random order. But anyway, to do this in a very simple way on a simple document, and you can do this with background colors or any element that you want to, there are 2 things you have to do. We'll start with the style sheet. You can have a separate style sheet, but if you have a separate style sheet, it has to also be PHP, and then this has to run within the style sheet. I like to run, for the simplification of this, what I want to do is, let's assume that you don't have a style sheet. Even if you do, you could reference your style sheet in here. But you just need these 3 simple lines, and it can even go on one. Style type text CSS, and then you put your body background element inside of these tags, and then you put your end style tag. And you can do this whether you have a CSS on the side or whether you don't have CSS, or any way you want to. So what you have here is you have your background color, which technically should be FFF for white. Now here are some other background colors. This is I don't know what the colors are because I can't read hexadecimal code without looking at the color. So you have an array here, and this array is in parentheses, and your color is going to be within quotations, and for each color that you have a comma, and then another color in quotations, and then a comma, another one in quotations, comma, and your last one of course does not have a comma. This all goes within parentheses, and then you have a semicolon at the end. Now here's the code that pulls it all out. You have you set a variable, and in this case the variable is rand keys. It can be anything you want it to be, but it has to be the same here and the same here. It has to be a $ string, and then you use the command rand array, and then your arguments, which is input, which is at the very top here, input equals the array. So, and then you use this 2. I'm not really sure the significance of the 2, but it has to have this to work. Then a semicolon, and then down below that you have your variable, which is color. This is your output variable, and that will end up down here. and color equals input rand keys 0. So that's the first random key in your random output here. So these are your two arguments. It's not actually two arguments, it's just specifying that you're going to take the random key of 0 that's been shuffled up by this randomness here. Okay, so then you go back down here to the style sheet and you've got body equals background. Here's where you have your solid color, but you want to get rid of that solid color, so what you need is a PHP block. So what we're going to do is a less than question mark PHP, and then we're going to say echo ECHO and then $ color, and then you add a semicolon on that, a space, and a question mark and greater than, and that is all you need to do in order to set your color to random in this document here. So I'm going to save out the document. Now you'll notice I didn't put that refresh in there. So now that I've saved the document, I have to FTP it back up to my site, which I'm going to do colors PHP right here. So now when I refresh this colors PHP, there's a color. Now as I refresh, it has a 1 in 4 chance of repeating the same color, but typically the 4 colors should come through as random, and sometimes you'll get repeats, a lot of times you won't. But that's how you do random colors in your data, or not database, but in your document. And then the more colors you have in there, the more likely it is that somebody opening up these your document will have a different experience. The fewer that you have, the more likely it is for the same color to come up several times. Now I have some documents that I use that have maybe 10 or 12 or more of these different color things in there, and it's almost assured that they're going to come up with a new color every time. So I hope this is helpful to you. If it is, please, I always love that thumbs up, and come by my website and take a look at lenfarnath.com. I have tried to post this code in the comments section, and because it's PHP code and things of that nature, apparently YouTube won't let that get posted. So I might post something on my website, and if I do, I'll go ahead and update the comments. Thank you and have a great day.